Prayer to Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarva Sastradvi Piyusha, Sarva Vedaika Satphala, Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadya, Sarva Lokaika Drikrita, Sarva Bhagavada Prana, Srimad Bhagavada Prabho, Kali Dvandodita Aditya, Sri Krishna Parivartita, Paramananda Pataya, Prema Vakshaksharayate, Sarvada Sarva Sevyaya, Sri Krishnaya Namostume. Matheka bandho mat sangin mat goro man mahadana man nistaraka madbhagya madananda namostute asadi sadi dadayin adinocha takara namuncha kadachin mam premna hrit kantayospura. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and you are the very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of the Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss, because your syllables shower down pure love of God. You are to be served by everyone, always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, companion, and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of the saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Bhutair mahadbir yayimam puro vibho निर्माय चेते यतमूष पुरुषः भुङ्क्ते गुणान् षोडश षोडशात्मक सोऽलङ्कृशिष्ट भगवान् वचांसि मे. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who enlivens the materially created bodies of the elements by lying down within the universe, who in his Purusha incarnation causes the living being to be subjected to the 16 divisions of material modes, which are his generator, be pleased to decorate my statements. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, in the 8th canto, we have completed the pastimes of Bali Maharaja. As such, Bali Maharaja, though he had a personal audience with the Lord, he didn't recite any prayers. That's why we came quickly to the next prayer in 8th canto. That is done by the Satyavrata Maharaja, or sometimes he is mentioned as Satyavrata Muni. Means all these great kings are called as Raja Rishis. So every stages of a man, like Brahmacharya, Vanaprastha, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa, as considered as ashram, and every varna, like, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. In all the varnas, one can become Muni. So, though he is a Kshatriya, Satyavrata is a Kshatriya, but still he is mentioned as Rishi, Muni, Satyavrata Muni. That means he performed a lot of austerities, though he was a king. So now the pastime starts like this. The Lord, Supreme Lord, twice came as Matsya and protected the Vedas. In the first time, he came in the regime of Swayambhu Manu. When Swayambhu Manu was ruling the whole universe was ruled, is now also it's ruled by Manus. There are in one cycle, there are 14 Manus. So the Swayambhu Manu, when he was ruling, The Vedas were stolen from Lord Brahma. So Lord took the incarnation that was stolen by a demon called Hayagriva. There is a Lord also Hayagriva. There is a demon also Hayagriva. The demon Hayagriva stole the Vedas from Lord Brahma. Lord took the fish incarnation to protect the Vedas and gave back. So the next the Manu was Sakshusha Manu. Sakshusha Manu. In the period of Sakshusha Manu, there is a king called Satyavrata. Satyavrata is a great devotee of the Supreme Lord. So he was always meditating. He is a Raja Rishi again. He is a Muni, Satyavrata Muni. He is a Raja Rishi. Though he is a king, many times we see that they are king, but they are also rishis. In the sense, they are Kshatriyas, but pure devotees of the Lord. Like Yudhishthira Maharaj, Parikshat Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, Amrish Maharaj. We see all these Bhagavatam great personalities are kings, but simultaneously as pure devotees. Like that's why they are mentioned as rishis. Satyavrata Muni, Satyavrata Maharaja, he was once meditating on the banks of a river called Kritamala. The river is called as Kritamala. On the bank of Kritamala, he was meditating on the Supreme Lord. So he was offering water to the Supreme Lord. When he took the water in his hand, he could see a small fish. So the fish, he could understand the fish needs protection. See, this is the duty of a king. A king should protect all living entities, not only human beings. The king's praja, like praja means all living entities are kings. A king should protect all the living entities. That is the king's duty. We can see that in the pastime of Lord Ram also. There is a sweet pastime. Once Lord Ram was, giving judgment to a dog. We see in many kings' lives that we see that in Sibi Chakravarti was giving his own body to a small bird. And also we see that there was a king, I forgot the name of the king, if anybody remember that. Once the king's son, prince, killed a calf on his chariot. So when the cow came for judgment, the king accepted that, I will also kill my son by placing a chariot on the prince. So like that, the kings were equal. Pari kodiki. Kodi, illa kannu kutti idu. Anybody knows that king who was protecting the calf? Later, the cow and the calf.
Is it Manunidhi Soran?
Manunidhi. Yeah, Manunidhi Soran. Yes. Thank you. Vasanti Mami. So later, that king was tested, came to know that the Indra and one more demigod came in disguise as cow and calf to test him, whether the king is following the moral values, is correct in his judgment. If son makes any mistake, will he be partial? That was the test. So the demigods tested the kings, and the kings were called as Rajarishis. This is what we all should know. So here our Satyavrata Maharaja was meditating on the bank of Kritamala river. When he was offering water, he could see the small fish, and he was wondering what to do with the small fish. To kill or to protect? It's his duty to protect the fish. Okay, so he kept the fish in a water jug. Immediately, the fish became very big and requested the king, "O king, this place is small for me." Then the king was surprised. "Oh, the fish is talking? Okay." Then he put the fish in a well, big well. The next moment, the well becomes small for the fish. He said, "O king, please protect me." Then the king transferred the fish to a lake. Immediately, the lake became small. The fish became very big. Then king decided the best place will be ocean. In ocean, we see big fishes. So he transferred the fish to a ocean. But ocean became very small for the fish became very huge. Oceans remained very small. Imagine then. Then now, Satyavrata Muni understood that this is not the person. This is not a fish. This is a great person. Then he started praying. Who are you? You're doing big, astonishing things. Please let me know, who are you? Then the Lord told, "I have selected you I selected you to continue the next generation. So now, from now, the world is going to end. When the devastation happens, annihilation happens, then the next world will also start. So for that, I selected you. I want to protect you. I want to protect you and some earths and seas and some rishis and saintly persons. I will protect you all. I will carry you in a ship. You have to board the ship and then take Vasagi as the rope. And the Vasagi is connected with the ship onto the horn of the fish. The fish is so beautiful. It looks so colorful, it is a golden fish, not an ordinary fish. Golden fish with the horn. So he instructed clearly what to do. Then in the next life, thus the Lord protected Satyavrata, and in the next life, Satyavrata became the next Manu. That Manu is our Manu, Vaivashvata Manu. He's a son, he's Vivaswan's son, that is sun god's son. Sun god gave the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to Manu, right? We read in the Bhagavad Gita. So now, this Satyavrata became the next Manu in his next life or whatever it is. So now, after seeing the Supreme Lord in the fish incarnation, Satyavrata got very, very happy, right? No? This is what we are seeing whole Bhagavatam. Whole Bhagavatam is like devotee and Lord. Prayers. That's how the prayers come, right? The devotees, they see the Supreme Lord. When they see the Supreme Lord gave them the intelligence to pray. See, whatever action we perform in this material world, we all think that it is our own intelligence. Mostly we think like that. But this intelligence is given by the Supreme Lord. So throughout Bhagavatam, now we are reading only the prayers. The prayers were induced by the Antaryami Paramatma, Chaitya Guru. Inside, he is there as Chaitya Guru. Outside, he is there as a spiritual master, Diksha Guru, Siksha Guru. And inside, he is there as Chaitya Guru. So now, Satyavrata Maharaja got very blissful. After seeing the Lord, so he is reciting a beautiful prayer. He could understand this kind of action cannot be performed by ordinary people. So this must be Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he had the good fortune to see the Lord as fish, Matsya. So he is one of the luckiest person, right? The Lord has selected him. See, in this material world, there are lots of actions going on. Karma and vikarma. Akarma is Krishna conscious activities. So if you want to become the devotee, there are demons and demigods, right? The difference is that the demigods are always devotees. So Krishna selects those devotees for good actions. Those who want to rebel against the Supreme Lord, they become demons. So to perform a bad action also, you need to have the support of the Supreme Lord. The demons doesn't understand this. When Hiranyakashipu was asking Prahlad Maharaj, where are you getting the strength from? Prahlad Maharaj was answering, the source is same. You have become a demon and I have become a devotee. But the source is same. The same Supreme Lord is giving you the strength, giving me the strength. So here we need to understand in all the prayers, the devotees want to glorify the Supreme Lord. The atheists, they want to defame. They want to deny the presence of the Supreme Lord. They don't accept the presence of the Supreme Lord. So for that also, they need to take the intelligence from the Supreme Lord only. Antaryami Paramatma should sanction. Then only they can speak like that. The source is same only. But you may ask, okay, then let me become a demon. Let me become an atheist. But the reactions are heavy, no? Punishments are very heavy. You see the difference between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was, loved by Narasimha Dev. Hiranyakashipu was, teared off by Narasimha Dev. Now, this is the difference between the cubs of lion and the other animals. The other animals are very scared of lion, but the lion's cubs, they are very peaceful, very happy. So this is the difference between devotee and demons. So Krishna selected Satyavrata Maharaja to perform this great thing. Like he is going to continue, he is going to start the next creations, next world. This time, this is annihilated, and the next world is again created. Again, he is going to start that. So, Lord selected him. If Lord select among unlimited jivas, that means this particular person is a special person. Though not very, very great devotees in comparison to Narad Muni, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Satyavrata Muni is also a devotee. He has taken his pages in Bhagavatam. So, it's great. Now he is praying. He is praying. The first 3 prayers are about spiritual masters. For a devotee, spiritual master is more important than the Supreme Lord. This is what Krishna wants, and the devotee understands that. Okay, now he's saying that here in these prayers, so we will see. So, Satyavrata Maharaja is praying. Canto 8, chapter 24, verse 46. The king said, by the grace of the Lord, those who have lost their self-knowledge since time immemorial, and who, because of this ignorance, are involved in a material, conditional life full of miseries, obtain the chance to meet the Lord's devotee. I accept that Supreme Personality of Godhead as the Supreme Spiritual Master. Vande Krishnam Jagadguru. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. So Krishna is the first Supreme Spiritual Master. We all know. He is Jagadguru. He is the Spiritual Master. Here Satyavrata Muni understood the importance of Spiritual Master, and he now considered Krishna, the Chaitya Guru, as the Spiritual Master. So, Brahmanda Brahmite Kone Bhagyavan Jeev. Who is more fortunate in this full Brahmanda, in this universe? One who gets the mercy, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. One who gets the seed of Bhakti, creeper, seed of Bhakti from the spiritual master. He is the one who is fortunate. Kone Bhagyavan Jeev. So the same kind of prayer here. By the grace of the Lord, those who have lost their self-knowledge since time immemorial. This is Anadi. Since time immemorial, we call as Anadi. There is no time limit. We cannot say it's very, 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 very long. And who, because of this ignorance, are involved, because we are ignorant, so we are involved in the material conditional life full of miseries. The conditional life is full of miseries. We don't understand. Obtain the chance to meet the Supreme Lord's devotee. So the Lord always wants the jivas to come back. So sometime, because of the sukritis or because of the previous bhakti punya, underline this. It's not a pious activity. It is bhakti activity, devotional activities in the previous lifetimes becomes the sukriti, that is bhakti sukriti, not a pious activity. Whether it may be a agyada sukriti, devotional activity, pure devotional activity, performed without knowledge. So they get the chance to meet the Lord's devotee. Sometimes the devotees, acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, they also spread the mercy unconditionally. There is no condition. Mercy means there is no condition. So such great devotees also, one may not have previous sukriti or pious activity or bhakti punya, any punya, nothing. In one conversation, Srila Prabhupada said that I give you that punya. So by that mercy, one get the chance to meet the Supreme Lord, Supreme Lord's devotee, spiritual master. I accept that Supreme Personality of Godhead as the Supreme Spiritual Master. Here, we can understand this as like this also. Spiritual Master is Sakshat Dharitvena. Sakshat Dharitvena Hari is as good as God, but not God, as good as God. Samasta Sastra, he is mentioned in all the Shastras. So, for a devotee, spiritual master is as good as God. We are not Mayavadis. We don't equalize the spiritual master and Supreme Lord. We are not Mayavadis, but we respect. The instructions are very clear. We respect spiritual master as good as God, but not God. Because the Supreme Lord himself instructed us that, Tatvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Because he has seen the truth, he has the qualification to show Krishna, to show the Supreme Lord to you. So you submissively serve that spiritual master. Then here humbly, then he will reveal the truth to you. That's what we see throughout the history. If you see any great spiritual masters, any disciples, if you see Ramanujacharya, he served as gurus and then received the spiritual knowledge. You see Narottam Das Thakur, served as guru, spiritual master, Lokanath Maharaj, and received the knowledge. You see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord himself, he served as spiritual master, Ishwaripuri, and received the mantra. So we serve the spiritual master and understand the secret of success. And they reveal the truth so that the disciple advance in spiritual life, attain the perfection. Okay. So now Satyavrata is praying in the second verse, that is verse 47, 8, 24, 47. In hopes of becoming happy in this material world, the foolish conditioned soul performs fruitive activities that result only in suffering. But by rendering service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one becomes free from such false desires for happiness. May my Supreme Spiritual Master cut the knot of false desires from the core of my heart. See, all devotees pray this only. Recently, we saw how Prahlad Maharaj prayed to Narsimha Dev, Yadi dashasi me kaman varamstam vardashava kamanam hridayam ashamroham bhavadasti vrinevaram. From the core of my heart, please remove the material desires. He was asking to Narsimha Dev. So here, he is also asking the same thing. All the prayers are similar. Pure devotees pray similarly. So he is explaining, in hopes of becoming happy in this world, foolish conditioned souls perform fruitive activities that results only in suffering. We can give unlimited examples for this. They want to enjoy the material comforts. Side effects are there always. Everything they want quick. And the quick side effects are there. Right now. Example, we can say that the materialistic people, they want to control the traffic jam, right? So they invented so many things. Ultimately, because of traffic jam, people park the car far away from their office or factories. And in their car, they take the cycle and drive by cycle and go to their concerned places. They invented many things to travel very faster. But the side effect of pollution, side effects of unlimited cars, unlimited like machines, and they occupy place, they create pollution, and the side effects are always there. Anything, any modern invention has side effects. We use mobile phone so nicely, but the heavy price which we are paying is the health. We are now surrounded by everywhere. We cannot escape this. We are completely surrounded by the waves, mobile phone waves, the satellite waves. Everywhere the towers are there, and they give us unlimited health problems. The plants are suffering. Every living entity is suffering because of all these modern inventions. So this is in the hope of becoming happy. Ultimately, they become unhappy. This is what Bhagavatam is clearly telling. We are thinking that this action will give us happiness, but that thing, that will definitely in this material world, that will end in unhappiness only. So Bhagavatam clearly says that if you desire something, that will definitely away from Krishna's desire, away from Krishna conscious activities, that will end in misery only. That will definitely, that is for sure. So he says one should become free from false desires for happiness. So he says, may my spiritual master, the spiritual master he says as Chaitya Guru, he's mentioning here as Krishna as spiritual master. May my spiritual master cut the knot of false desires from the core of my heart. This can be done by the higher authority only. We cannot do by ourselves. Attachment can be cut off by the higher source only, because the example is given. If somebody is drowning in the river, somebody who doesn't, who is more powerful, who is very good in swimming, they only protect or save that drowning person. But a person who doesn't know swimming, who is also drowning, cannot help, right? That's why the guru should be self-realized. Only he has the capacity to protect from the drowning person. So here, to cut off the knot of material desires, we have the knots. These knots make us entangled here in this material world. They entangle us. So who can cut it off? The spiritual master. So he says, let the material desires, the knot in my heart, should be cut off from the core of my heart. That's what he prays. Now, in the next prayer, this is also for spiritual master only. One who wants to be free from material entanglement should take the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and give up the contamination of ignorance involving pious and impious activities. Thus, one regains his original identity, just as a block of gold or silver sheds all dirt and becomes purified when treated with fire. May that inexhaustible Supreme Personality of Godhead become our spiritual master, for he is the original spiritual master of all other spiritual masters. So, Krishna Vande Jagadguru. So, the ultimate spiritual master is Krishna only, because all knowledge starts from Krishna. So, if somebody wants to get rid of this material entanglement, they should serve the Supreme Personality of God. First, service starts. We cannot gain knowledge without service. That's why this devotion, Prabhupada translates as devotional service. It is not a noun. It is a verb. Devotion is not a noun. It is a verb. Verb means in action, right? Devotional service. He says as devotional service, not devotion. Devotion. So we need to first do the service. Service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, give up the contamination of ignorance. What is the ignorance? Ignorance is that the living entity thinks that I am this body. I need to work hard for the body. I need to protect this body. I identify with the body. So that ignorance one should give up. And also give up the activities, pious and impious activities, connected with the body. We need to give up those things. So thus one regains the original identity. How? Example, beautiful example is given. What is, like if you take gold or silver, they are identified, they are taken from the uh, earth. Gold mine, we see, no, silver mines. They are there, you can see the silver line, gold line. They are there in the mines, big mines. So they dig the earth and they find the gold. But the gold is covered by so much mud. So here, the gold with contamination, gold covered by mud is put into fire. When it is put into fire, all this contamination is removed. And it is pure. Gold is there. Gold is always pure, but it is covered by mud. Likewise, the jiva, which is pure, when it is associated with, when the association with material modes, a beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita is mentioned here. Karanam guna sango. Karanam guna sangasya sat asad yoni janmashu. See, because the jiva is associating with the three modes. Guna sanga. Sanga means association. Guna sangas. Sat, asad, yoni. Yoni means so many species. Janma, that so many janma we are taking out. So what one should do if we want to get rid of all these things? Tapo divyam putrakayena sattvam suddhayet. Every living entity, everyone who wants to get rid of this should do some tapasya, austerity. Tapo divyam. One should do austerity. That's why the first sentence here, first in this verse, first sentence itself, service to the Supreme Personality of God, some service. Because directly, chanting should be associated with service. You cannot directly go. It should be associated with service. So by doing service, one is refined. Like gold is undergoing so many refinery process. By doing service, we are purified. The contamination is eliminated from, and the original gold is come out. So the original identity of the jiva is revealed. The contamination is taken out, then it regains the originality. So may that inexhaustible Supreme Personality of Godhead become our spiritual master. Ultimately, Vasudeva Sutam Devam, Kamsa Chanura Mardanam, Devaki Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagatguru. Ultimately, he is our spiritual master. Let him help me. So sometimes we may not directly have the direct contact with the Supreme Lord. So the representatives help the jiva to get purified. Not all the jivas have direct audience like Satyavrata Muni. He had the opportunity to have direct relationship with the Supreme Lord, but not everyone. So we all have to serve the Supreme Lord under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. And by his mercy, and by the mercy of spiritual, our Acharya Srila Prabhupada, we have some hope. We have hope of becoming purified and getting the ultimate goal of human life, that is Krishna Prema. So Satyavrata Muni is giving us, by praying, he is also helping other living entities to follow him. So how you have to pray? You have to pray like this. Bhagavatam is teaching us. You have to pray like this. Not anything like that. Other things are not considered as prayer. Other things are not considered as bhakti also. Many demigod worshippers always consider themselves, I have seen, and inside my heart I used to laugh. Because, the worshippers of demigods, they think that, oh, we are also devotees. We also follow the same thing. No, no. Because it is clearly mentioned in Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, those who worship the demigods have material desire within themselves. You may ask, people like us, like ordinary devotees like us, we also have material desire, but we understand, yeah, we understand, but we don't go, even for material desires, we don't go to demigods. In some case, in some devotees' lives, demigods acts as spiritual masters. So anyway, the karma kanda activity is clearly understood, and they are not considered as devotional service. They have some inner motives. That's why that is rejected in Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, you will not find any karma kanda activity. Though some material benefits are mentioned in many things, like, you do this, you get some exalted devotee as son, you do this. Some material benefits are mentioned, but it is clearly mentioned that that is not ultimate. That is not ultimate. From the beginning till the end, it is said, this is not the ultimate. Bhagavatam is only for pure devotional service. That's why when Vyasadeva wrote all the Vedas, he was not satisfied. He was worried. Hey, what I have done. Then his spiritual master Narad Muni corrected him, because all these Vedas are about karma kanda, no? Performing ritualistic activities to gain something material, to live in this material world. Flowery words of Vedas. But Bhagavatam is pure. Bhagavatam speaks about pure devotional service. So all the devotees are praying, please cut off the not material desire from our heart. Prahlad Maharaj was praying, again now Satyavrata is praying, cut off the knots. I don't want. Kunti Maharani, being a lady, from first canto itself, we came across. Kunti Maharani told, even she had devotee children, no? Eternal associates of Krishna. But still she says, please remove the attachment for my family. You cut off the family attachment from my heart. She also prays. So all the devotees are praying that please remove the knot, remove the attachment from my heart, and award me pure devotional service. So that's the prayer. Now the remaining verses we will complete in 49 to 53, we will complete in next class. Okay? Hare Krishna. Now it's time for question and comments. Hare Krishna.
Pranam Mataji.
Pranam.
You talk about performing devotional service, being engaged in devotional service, and I was wondering, throughout the day, I have different works at home and this and that, different ways in which I'm engaged, let's say constantly. But my question is, even though externally it seems that I am engaged in devotional service, listening lectures, this and so many things. So devotees externally, they might think that, oh, yeah, she's engaged in devotional service, but my mood might not be correct. So I wanted to know how should I have the right mood, or what is the right mood that I should have when I do that, because sometimes or many times I might not become aware of the mood in which I'm doing those different services, and maybe the mood in which I'm performing those services is not favorable to Krishna consciousness, or it's not pure devotional service. It might be mixed with material desires. So yeah.
I understand. You see, I understood your question like this. I'm doing devotional service, but what if my mood is not correct right now?
Yes.
See, your mood may be not correct, but when you start doing pure devotional service, like inside you may have some material desire. That devotional service has the potency to purify you. That's why Srila Prabhupada gave pure devotional service even to the beginners. See, what we are going to do ultimately, in our perfectional state also, we are going to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra only. We are going to chant the holy name of the Lord. Like what gopis were doing. Gopis were also, in Gopi Geet is mentioned, no? Gopis are also ultimately chanting the holy name of Krishna. We are also chanting the holy name of Krishna. In the beginning also same, and in the end also same, but difference is there. So pure devotional service is the mean and end, because we take the shelter of Krishna. So the Krishna's holy name as the capacity to purify us. Over a period, you will be a different person. You will be a different person, because that's why Prabhupada said, okay, whether wherever you are from, whatever you are, you take a four regulative principles, chanting 16 rounds. This process itself will purify you. You may have your inner motive may be something different. Gradually, it will purify you. But if you are very, very sincere to remove that mood and attitude inside, you will get the results quickly. Today or tomorrow, you will become pure devotee. That is for sure. Maybe in this lifetime or next lifetime, because we are hearing constantly about that only. Constantly. So, Krishna will help us, because we have surrendered to Krishna. But this is the beauty of Bhakti Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga and other yogas, whatever you say. Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, all this Dhyana Yoga, all this yoga process, or they are the person who performs the other paths, they depend on their own strength. In Bhakti Yoga, the devotee depend on Krishna. Though the devotee is not pure. We are not pure. But the dependency on Krishna is there, no? So the Krishna makes the person, pushes. In every step he will push you. He'll push you. He will change you. Softly, smoothly. If we are in the hands of Maya, slaps her. Maya slaps her. Maya is stepmother. Mother is loving mother. Mother always, lovingly takes care of the child. But the stepmother and other, caretaker, they are rough. So we have taken the shelter of Krishna himself by chanting the holy name of Krishna. So we are contaminated. but the process is pure. We are diseased, but we have first-class medicine. The medicine will cure the disease. So don't worry. Keep going. Keep going. Get up for Mangalarati, chant the holy name, read, associate with devotees. One day or 2 day, it is very quick. Your heart will change. For Prahlad Maharaj, the prayer, Yadi Dashasi me Kaman Varamstu, Vardashaba Kamanam Hridayam Ashamroham Bhavadastivrane Varam is pure. I am also chanting since many years. Same prayer. No, my condition is very worse, no? My disease is too much. Though I take the medicine, medicine is working. It's not working. It is working. It's powerful medicine. But I am very contaminated, so it is taking time. But definitely this medicine will work. This is powerful medicine. It will work. Don't worry.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, in what you mentioned, you said about chanting 16 rounds. So I always wondered, I have not heard it much, I guess. It has to be offenselessly because we can go on for millions of years chanting rounds, but not make progress because it's with offenses. So maybe in another class we can cover some of the offenses because, yeah, I feel personally that I'm chanting, but I am not endeavoring to do it offensively because I feel sometimes complacent or tired of trying, and I'll be like, oh, it's okay, I'll channel this or that, but I know it's with offenses. So yeah.
Yeah, for that we will have separate class. I think unfortunately I didn't record our japa sessions. We will again start a japa classes, which I have done with the Tamil group. We'll go for some time. We will have a japa sessions, how to chant. Again and again, we have to hear about the chanting, pure chanting, offenseless chanting, offenses, how to remove the offenses from our heart. This is again and again we have to hear and then practice. That we will do sometime, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Other devotees? Yes, ma. Baleshwari.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, you're mute. Unmute.
Hare Krishna. You had mentioned once that the reason for our inattentive, offensive chanting is because we tend to take the philosophy of Krishna consciousness very lightly.
Lightly.
So, how to overcome that?
Okay.
Like we see other sincere devotees, but sometimes I feel like I'm not taking the Krishna conscious philosophy seriously. I'm not trying to become a sincere devotee. I know this is not the right way to do chanting or right way to do deity worship. I know this is offense. This is an offense, but still I continue to do that. Like how to overcome that?
Again and again, we have to hear the glories of the chanting. Again and again, we have to remind our mind, what is the purpose of human life. So a repetition of all the instructions. We need to be serious. We need to be very strict with us. Otherwise, we will be like this. This is one thing. And the other thing is, we take it for granted. Then we have to fear ourselves, If you take it for granted, maybe many millions of lifetimes we may not reach Krishna. That is true. We may hang around in heavenly planets. This instruction was a very heavy, this knowledge which I got from the Japa book of Burijan Prabhu gave me a big push, in my life. There was this only I will share. There was a Vyasa Puja offering in the Vyasa Puja of Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. So one disciple is writing. Prabhupada is again and again instructed us about the basic things. We always thought that the basic instructions are only for non-devotees. And we took it very lightly. We thought that we are great devotees and we took it lightly. But I am now ended up in the heavenly planets, Sorga Loka. And every day some devotees are coming from ISKCON and coming here to this heavenly dungeon. Now only I realize that I am caught here. So this is a Vyasa Puja offering. After hearing, after studying this, a great fear came into my heart, and that the present devotional service will take us up to heavenly planets, because we are doing with offense, we are doing with the material desires. Today's prayer is also this only. Please remove the knot from my heart. This should be our prayer, everyday prayer. I don't want heavenly planets, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. That should be real, not only in words. Not only in words. That should be real. So when we realize and try for that, then we may not end up in heavenly planets. Sometimes I feel even this ISKCON society itself is like, heavenly planets. We are not simple, as Prabhupada said. In so many ways, we are towards sophistication, comforts. So this is a great fear in me. So I try as much as possible. Within my capacity, I try to be simple. Thank you. 1 minute. Sorry for the interruption. So ending up in heavenly planets will prolong our life here in this material world. So many times inside my heart, I cry. Oh Krishna, please don't give me material comforts. Let me suffer here. Let me undergo the karmic reactions. But that the other side is even more dangerous. So this sincere prayer will change us. Otherwise, we will all end up in heavenly dungeon. Okay.
Thank you
about your everyday classes. Kamila, please take this Mataji's number. On Mataji's asking.
Yes, ma'am.
You take her number and then
Okay.
add to our groups. In one group is okay. Now you are giving all my classes in all the groups. So in one group you add her, and then get to know the classes also. I do Hindi classes and English classes. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so it's from Rupa
Yeah.
Mataji, right?
Yeah, Rupa.
Yeah.
Rupa has written the number. You please note down that and add her to the
Okay.
groups. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So I hope you all got answers. The material world is every day beating us. So better tolerate and do the do the devotional service. Our goal is back home, back to Godhead, not any other place. So be serious. Sometimes we become, if we are very close with the great devotees, for example, if you go and associate with the spiritual master very closely, we take him for granted. We take him for very light. In my experience, I have seen that it's very rarely some disciple they continue to be with the spiritual master. Why? Because they are very close with the spiritual master, and they don't know his value, and they underestimate him, take him for granted. Then he starts making offenses, and then he is thrown out. He is thrown out. So like that with devotional service also. Holy name is the highest thing in this material world. Not only in the material, everywhere. Bhagavatam ends up in holy name only. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Vinashanam. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Vinashanam. Samanasta, it's very Samavai. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Vinashanam. So this verse is the ultimate verse in Bhagavatam. Dukkha Samanastam Namami Harim Param. This holy name is ultimate. That is the declaration of Srimad Bhagavatam. But because we are associating with the holy name every day, 2 hours, we have, we don't know the value again. Like the disciple associating with the spiritual master. Oh, the spiritual master is my servant. So that attitude comes. He is near. He's like me. He also sleeps. I also sleep. I'm with him. Like that, many disciples develop. So then what happens? Thrown out. So like that, if we take devotional service for granted, because we are doing, no, we take it for granted, then we will be thrown out from holy name. We don't know the value then. We are given that importance. We are chanting the holy name. So Krishna is nearing. The spiritual master is near to you. All the things are given. You are living in Dham like me. But if you don't know the value of Dham, then you are thrown out of Dham. So every day I beg, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by your mercy, I am here. Many devotees are crying for one day darshan of the Supreme Lord here. You have given me the best thing in this material world. But still I am not serious. What I am doing here? Oh Lord, this should be my prayer. So this should be our seriousness. We should be serious. We are very far, far, far greater than any ordinary. You see ordinary living being, any of your friend, any of your relatives, are they connected with holy name? They know anything about Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada? Recently, I went to one relative's wedding. They are completely zero about what is spiritual life. My heart was aching. They are supposed to be my family members. I need to be like them with them. They don't know my value. That's okay. But they don't know that I have the greatest wealth. If I give the material wealth, they are very happy. They don't understand why we are like this, why we are not taking their food. They don't understand. How can I make them understand? They are very unfortunate. But I am fortunate. But if I don't understand that I am fortunate, then I will also become like them. In no matter of time. It's like, sliding down, up and down roller coaster. Like a game is there. It's called as Paramapadam. Just one point you lose, then, the snake's tail, from head to tail, you come down in one point. So there is a chance that in no minute we can become a non-devotee. We need to be serious. We need to understand what we have got. So hold it tightly. Hold it tightly. Otherwise you will lose it easily. Easily we can become non-devotee. So we will have a japa sessions. I don't know when. We'll prepare. Then I would love to always conduct a japa. Until then, you can read the book written by Burijan Prabhu, Japa. One devotee passed away in Mayapur, and in that Smriti Sabha, his daughters were telling. Externally, I never knew that how serious he was in devotional service. I had the opportunity to associate with him. He was there in Dham, and then he left Dham due to some family issues. And for some services, he came to Mayapur. When he was in Mayapur, he left the body. He was supposed to go somewhere by car. He was waiting for a car. That was also a service only. And that time he had some sudden heart attack, and he called his friend, and friend took him to the hospital. And he somehow he knew that he is going to go. Then he removed his keys or whatever he had, and then gave it to the friend and took the bead bag and started chanting in that pain until the doctor comes, do all this testings. He asked the friend to give his bead bag, and he gave other material things to him, handed over, and then chanted, left the body. So the daughter of that devotee was telling that he was repeatedly reading the Japa book. Always. In one temple also, I have seen that every day they were reading Japa, 1 page, 2 page. I thought, why they are doing every day? Must be special. And that too in Western country. So I thought I should get that book. Money was a big constraint for me that time, but still I thought, no, this must be something very great. I should buy. So I purchased that book and started reading, because we should not delay certain things. And I also do. That book of mine is become very old, because I repeatedly turn here and there, read again and again. Oh, again and again and again and again, I read that book to become serious, because it's all about chanting. It's all about how I can rectify my mistakes, how I can improve myself. It's also a good psychological books. If you have some worries, you read that book, your worry will go away from you. So please, wherever you are, you get that book and read every day. That we will have on continuous class on that book. Any other question? Okay. Thank you all. Yes, Mataji, Ruchira, you have
Pranam Mataji. Which verse you were saying, Mataji? Could you please tell the number?
Namasankeetanam yasya sarva papa vinashanam pranamaduka samanastam namami harim param. It is in 12th canto.
Okay.
Namasankeetanam yasya. You can search.
I'll find out. Yes, yes.
Namasankeetanam yasya sarva papa vinashanam pranamaduka samanastam namami harim param. What is
Right.
ultimate verse?
Yes. We'll learn it. And Mataji, some prayers to recite before chanting. Maybe if it is overtime now, you can tell us in the next class, like which prayers we can chant before our morning chanting. Because I was hearing in Guru Maharaj's lecture right now in like Krishna Life, Maharaj was discussing like they were like his god brother was telling that we should chant some prayers daily before chanting. So just guide us in
What
that.
such prayers? Sistashtakam and Guru Parampara
Okay.
prayers.
They were telling some other also. I am not aware. Okay, we'll chant those only.
Hmm.
And Mataji Satyavrata Muni only wrote that Damodar Ashtakam.
Yes, I think.
Yes, even I'm like little.
Yes, I think. Maybe.
Yes. It comes na, Lord manifested in his heart in that form. Idam Deva Purnath Gopala Balam.
Balam sada me manasya vira.
Yes. I think it is Satyavrata Muni's prayer. So there was only one Satyavrata Muni.
Maybe, I don't know. They never
Okay,
mentioned in that prayer that this is the Satyavrata Muni who was protected by Matsya avatar.
Yes,
No
yes.
idea, I don't know.
And yeah, thank you for reminding. You gave me that Japa book. I'll read it every day now. Like it's been a long time I read it,
So
but thank you
if
so
I
much.
want to give some devotees some gifts, I would prefer that Japa book. I
It's
think
the best gift. Yeah.
for one girl also, she left now. I gave it as a marriage gift. I don't know what she would have thought about that gift, whether she's read or not. Our member only. I gave it as a marriage gift.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam.
We will meet you in the next class to complete this prayer. Manchakalpataribhyasya kripasindhibhya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.